ML Sports Take here with you, Bona family. It's all brought to you by Stumbling Monkey Brewing Company and Camillus Golf Club. St. Bonaventure. I mean, this was the offensive explosion that many were hoping for. I was in and out with this game because I was working the Syracuse football game. So, bear with me on probably a little bit of a shorter recap, but certainly not going to break down as much in a game that I didn't see from exact second start to exact second finish. But, 90 points in this game, you could tell right from the start. Energy, focus, ball rotation, movement. I mean, it was all there, and the shots were falling. Look, I've said it all year long, and I still will hold to it. If they're in the low 60s, mid 60s, and they're winning games and they're closing things out late, making free throws, playing that lockdown Bona defense, that is where I like them the most. However, it's nice when they score like this, too, for two reasons. One, it's the sign of a good team. Do I think Bona's good? Yeah, I do. Do I think they're potentially great, potentially elite? Maybe. I don't know. It's a little too early to tell right now. But I think they are a good team. I think that they're pretty close to being a really good team if they can string together a bunch of wins. But it shows a good team because you can win a bunch of different ways. You can win low 60s. You can win defensively. You can go shoot the lights out against an inferior opponent and win by 30. You can maybe win in the high 50s. You can win in the 80s. So it's showing that they can win in those multiple ways, which I think is a good thing. And the other part, too, is... Isn't it just a great thing when they just go nuts and score offensively? I mean, anybody would want that in any sport at any level. Why? Because if you score a lot of points, if you score 90 in college basketball, the percentage of winning obviously is pretty high. So you have to look at it from that perspective as well. 5 guys were in double figures in this game. You had Venning, Banks the third. I'll get to him in a minute. You had Pride, Adams, Woods, and, of course, Brown off the bench, who I think has just been a tremendous asset for St. Bonnie from a physicality standpoint, a defensive standpoint. He snagged 7 rebounds yesterday and had 16 points. But Bona shot the lights out. I mean, that's really what this game is all about. I mean, they hit 11 threes out of 25 attempts. They shot 55.4% from the floor. The rebounding battle was a complete joke. I mean, they out-rebounded Miami of Ohio 42-22. But, again, a lot of that was, guards pinching in, battling for balls, tipping, grabbing, going, immediate defense to immediate offense, immediate rebounding to immediate offense. You look at the former Jan, he only had 2 rebounds, with Semvis, and he only had 5 points. But in a game like this, you really didn't need him. And he's been there really all year. He was playing pretty good defense in this game, 25 minutes worth. But how about Banks and Pride and Adams Woods collectively getting 11 rebounds? You had multiple rebounds coming from a lot of different spots. So this was just an overall offensive explosion, and definitely will take it for those reasons I mentioned. And I really do want to see this team go on a run. I mean, the Canisius loss is still haunting me, and I know that when I watch this team, I have to get that out of my head because it's over and done with, but I can't help, I keep thinking about it all the time because I know that if this team gets really, really good and they're unbelievable in the A10, that one bad loss counts for like 3 or 4 on Bona as opposed to anybody else in the country. And we know where the respect factor lies with our beloved team down in the Olean Allegheny area. That's just the truth of the matter. But this game was unbelievable. I mean, it was spark after spark after spark and shot after shot after shot. And it was a 9-0 run at one point, an 18-0 run at one point, closing them out in the first half, and they're up 28 points. I mean, it was an unbelievable explosion in this game. And I know that my man John Hayes is going to be watching this game too, because or watching this video, because he knows when your team is just collectively rolling like that and hitting is contagious and scoring is contagious, it's got to be an absolute blast with the boys when you're out there just continuing to boom, 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 make shots, and the other team just doesn't know what to do about it. So I'm sure my man John knows that feeling and had plenty of those days wearing the brown and white. So this was a really fun one, and of course, make sure you go catch John on Facebook and all of his posts. Mr. Hayes does a great job with pretty much everything, sharing the archive Bona stuff and all the rest. It's really, we're lucky to have him, and really great to learn a lot about that stuff too. I've been finding some stuff here and there. I've been trying to share with him, and we Facebook message often, so it's pretty cool stuff. But those numbers, man, you're going to have to kind of go through the box score and go, wow, they did that, what they did that? Because in all the major statistical categories, it was a joke one way. And Miami of Ohio probably couldn't wait to get out of the Riley Center by the time this game was over with 11 11 3-point shots made. They just were chucking and nailing them. That's bottom line, right? And all the shots from everywhere, inside, outside. The field goal percentage was high. I mean, look at Brown, 7 of 10. You had 6 of 7 from Banks, who maybe this is a confidence thing as well. I wanted to end on him. I know I've been screaming for him to get benched a game or two, but he came out, shot the lights out, confident, hitting them. When he gets going at the RC again, I yell for him to maybe get benched for a game, but I really want this guy to flourish, because I think when he does great things in the lineup, I think the offense does look different, and I think that they thrive and flourish when he's moving around and dancing and bobbing and weaving, doing his thing, making the mid-range shot, moving well without the ball. The offense just looks different. Thanks for watching. ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company and Camillus Golf Club. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.